Hey, in this video, I'll give you a short introduction to Whitson's online software platform. I'll not dig into any of the technical modules in particular, but I'll try to give you a holistic overview of the entire solution such that you can efficiently navigate around within the software. So let's get to it. A natural place to start is to go into the Fields tab to the left here in the navigation panel, where you'll get an overview of all the fields relevant for your organization. This might be one field, or it might be several fields. And we have on purpose structured the solution and organized the petroleum engineering data into fields where within each field we find the corresponding wells. And within each well, you have the corresponding data that's key from a petroleum engineering perspective for that particular well. And automatically, when you click a particular field in the fields menu, you're brought to the corresponding wells. And you can also simply change field dynamically within the wells overview right here. Below the wells, we also have the settings, which is important for a lot of different people. The first thing that you'll see is the name and email address of yourself. And this is very nice because the changes that you do, the updates that you do to the product will be at different places actually logged, which is good such that your colleague actually knows who updated this particular thing the last time and when was it done. And then they know that they can contact you by writing you an email, for instance, if they have any questions. The second thing is user type, and we have only two different types of users. We have regular users and super users. And in a little bit simplified way, we can assume that super users, they have both read and write access, while regular users only have read access, meaning that super users can actually change assumptions, create new wells, etc., etc., while regular users can only go into the solution and export the relevant data and analysis that's relevant for them. Under here, we also see the standard conditions associated to your particular company. These are the default values within the platform. However, they can be changed, even though we don't recommend it. But if it's going to be changed, it has to be changed for all the calculation in the entire solution, and that's something that you have to contact us directly for if that's something your organization would like to implement. The last thing that's you can do, and that's something you can change, is the unit system that you would like to display in the front end. And here we have three simple alternatives: either the field unit system, the SI or metric unit system, or a special twist for the Canadian clients that we have, which is SI metric, kind of Canadian style. So that's very simple. The next thing, if we go back to the navigation panel here to the left, is the different type of input data that we have. And we have organized the company or organized the data in a company into fields, and then each field has its corresponding wells, such that there's essentially two levels you can add relevant petroleum engineering data. It's either at the field level, which will go under the field data, and probably more frequently under the well data tab right here. Under the well data, there's in a little bit generic form, two different types of data you can add. It's the production data and the sampling data. While at a field level, it's more field generic type of models and data that's imported. Good. All the rest below these two different input tabs right here is actually different features, and the features that is available to your particular organization might be different than what it is for someone else. So that's depending on what type of subscription you have. But in general, all the features can be either expanded or actually compressed, as we see on the screen to the left here, so that it's easy for you to not get disturbed by many features that you might not actually use in your particular work. Just for the sake of example, I'll not focus anything about this particular well, But let's say I was a person that had a question about a specific feature. Then we have we try to make it as user-friendly as possible, where this question mark here refers to the help button. If you click the help button, you're automatically brought to the user manual of the solution, where and not only that, but you're also brought to the relevant part of the user manual. So if we go back here, we were in the quick BOT module, and inside of the manual we also then are in the quick BOT pane, and if we have any questions we can go and read it there. If this help is not sufficient for you, we also have a feedback button right here where you can write specific feedback or question to us directly. That goes straight into our internal issue tracker system. You simply just type the title of your feedback, and then the types of feedback that we appreciate from you as a user is everything from a bug, just general feedback, a suggestion maybe for a new feature or something that can help make this thing more user friendly, or a new export button, etc. Or if you simply just have a question. If it's also relevant for a particular module or a particular well or a particular field, you can also choose what's relevant for you there. You can also add a little description and even upload an attachment, and then just click submit, and it goes straight into our support system and will help you as soon as possible. Excellent. The thing that we would like to achieve with this platform is that instead of us actually having to send files, maybe in many different formats over email, we can then instead actually send links to everybody in the organization. So let's say I was a person that would like to send a email to, or actually send a black oil table, for instance, just for the sake of example, to another person in the organization. Then instead of me actually going into this particular well, downloading that particular file format, sending that over email, I could just simply click copy URL up to the right here, and this URL is automatically then copied to the clipboard, and I can then send this link to an individual that's relevant for this particular well. That individual can then just simply add this link into or click this link in the email, and will automatically come to the relevant well for her or him. So that's all about our vision when it comes to sharing and distributing data. That's also why there's only one subscription module that we offer, which is a corporate-wide subscription. So if your company is subscribing to Whitson PVT, then everybody in the organization that has an official email, in theory, has access to all the features that's here.